Okay. Okay. Gotcha. Hello. We're broken. Hello. Welcome, Pub the Jester. Welcome, Salas, too. Hello. I'm nervous. I need some kind of loading space for when the time comes. Something like that, maybe. Something. Before I start, I am calling into volume mixer to turn down. Okay, I guess Flash Player has not played audio yet, so it does not register it as something that plays audio. So I think I will turn it down on your ends, and I think my ears are going to be blown out in a moment. Welcome, Adrian Chris. Enjoy your dinner while you wait. Okay? If you don't, I'll know. And I'll be very disappointed in you if you don't. I love a cute little chinchilla running on a wheel. I'm not very good at running on a wheel these days. I think they're a bit too small. Okay. Let's blast my ears. Come on. Come on, I'm not scared. I'm not scared. Welcome, Mortar and Pestle. Oh. Hold on. There we go. I think that's a reasonable level. Yes. Down room. Did it lose my progress? I think it lost my progress. Oh. Okay. That's okay. I can handle that. I'm a big girl. I can handle a little bit of loss. Oh. That's not heartbreaking. That's not completely and utterly heart-wrenching. I can handle this. Me. Athletic type, maybe. This swimming type sounds nice. Yes, I am on my way. Come on. Little buddy. Eat. We'll grow so strong. Come on. Doesn't it say your duck's in the main menu? And I only had the one level of duck when I looked. Welcome, Sinforma VX. I am not winning. I just found out my save progress was a little behind. I will win, though. In due time. Ooh. Here we go. Ooh. Ooh. Pro gamer moment. Ooh. I wonder what these rocks are attached to. I had all these topics in my head, but I think I got nervous and my brain wiped them. What do y'all think of pipe cleaners? I was thinking of pipe cleaners earlier. I remember back when I was in elementary school, whenever I would get a little bit too autistic, they would put me in the crafts closet and have me do arts and crafts. And I like to make like little valentines and stuff, even if it wasn't the time for Valentine's Day. I just like to make arts and crafts. Comfy corner with the art supplies. I have... It wasn't a corner, it was a closet of sorts. And it very much smelled like one. But I think that... I don't know if they did that with other disabled kids. I wonder if maybe that was unethical. I'm not sure. But I had fun. I made a friend today and I'm really happy. I got talking to the girl who drew that art for me earlier, and we have a lot in common, turns out. I get a little nervous though because I just start rambling and rambling. Hi, Demba! Hi, Demba. Welcome, Arid Legion. Sticking a kid in the closet does sound a bit strange. Oh, I was having fun. I was doing arts and crafts, you know. Welcome, Rexus. I'm not sure what they did was ethical, but I had fun. What a line to hear just as I did. Hi. They had a little bit of Play-Doh in there, but I was thinking about that because I was thinking about pipe cleaners. Because I was having a conversation about bugs, and they looked kind of like pipe cleaners. And I kind of miss pipe cleaners. You don't really see pipe cleaners in any setting other than in elementary school. I remember being really scared of the duck in this game. I think it is a little unsettling. I think when I was a kid, I sort of detached it from a real duck because it looked so not alive to me. Welcome, Calcum. But it doesn't really look alive. Look at it, it's fully focused. Eyes on the prize, straight ahead. Does not go any further. Looks like those weird wind-up Easter toys, but extra unsettling. I kind of like those wind-up Easter toys, they're cute. I miss getting stuff for Easter. I only got it maybe 1 year, but that 1 year I got it, it was so fun. Yeah, you get a basket full of chocolates, and that makes you feel so fancy. Like Halloween. I really missed watching your streams. I was only gone a day. So unbelievably dependent. I'm really good at running. Is this one still Chiratama, or should we give him a new name? Hirasuke, maybe? Chirako. That would make them a girl, though, I think. Maybe... Hirami? No. Not Hirami. huggy. Come on. One day too long. Can't believe I'm not amazing. Wow. Ran him down. Chirasuke. Maybe Chiradono. Maybe later I'll name him. Next deck I'll name Chira. Something like Chiradomo. Let's go. But I was like cleaners. Also got me thinking, I miss glitter. Nobody puts things on glitter. Puts glitter on things. Just endless amounts of glitter. Except in those chalk crushing ASMR videos. Does anyone else watch those, or is it just me? I wonder if that's something for the mentally unwell here. It's really bad ASMR and I find it kind of mesmerizing. Is that weird? I'm addicted to water and heartbeat ASMR. I think heartbeat ASMR is really nice. But I don't like it when it's just on one side, and that's how it tends to be. Glitter glue, I bet you eat it. I used to have a lot of glitter gel pens, and I always thought those were so fun to use. I used to watch the ball tape cutting ones, so kind of. Those ones always really bugged me because they never come out in any other kind of shape. It's always this kind of weird, almost phallic shape. I don't like it. And it always destroys me when it's a balloon and there's a Pokemon in the center or something. I sometimes use Kyla as ASMR as she just comes and streams 12 hours a day. I haven't watched enough Kyla to grasp that. I just watch ironic ASMRs, unironically, such as Walmart at 3 AM or abandoned while flickering light ASMR. Lately, I've been really into French ASMR. Is that weird? Not like in French language exactly, but I really like women with French accents. For whatever reason, they just sound very nice. I get that it sounds... Yeah, I get the French hate meme. But I mean, if you put aside their personalities... Merde. I can't pronounce French very well. Sorry. Je ne parle pas français? Is that how you do it? Je ne pas parle français. I'm not good at French. I don't like how slow this duck goes. Go. And how he tends to dive bomb Hirasuke. If we put aside the existence of France on a base level. No, I'm kidding. I don't really appreciate anything of French culture, but I can appreciate their accents when they speak English. I always hear people referencing French cooking, and it's always a little stunning because I could not name a single French dish Except for Ratatouille, maybe. And that's because of an American movie. Welcome, RuneSpoon001. Hello. I'm sorry, are you French? I don't mean to hurt your feelings if you're French. I'm sure your cooking is very nice. But welcome to the stream. Ooh. Ratatouille and snails are the only French food I know. They also make wine. Is that a food? Sort of. They make wine. America also makes wine. Probably better. There was a test run by an experiment done on wine tasters, French wine tasters, in which they had to taste wine and identify whether it came from California or France. France implying it was better. And they got every single one wrong. All of the good ones were Californian. I've only had wine once in my life, and I didn't really like it. The 50-year-old Portuguese lesbian that used to live in my basement offered it to me when I was in middle school. And she told me it would be just like grape juice, but it wasn't. It was nothing like grape juice. Flambeau isn't a food. Flambeau is a style of serving something. As in, on fire. You know, in flames. The 50-year-old Portuguese lesbian, she lived there, you know, like a roommate situation. But I think she must have been a total drunk or something, because she had a lot of wine and none of it was good. It's all really bad. I like sweet white wines, not a fan of most reds. I hear that they're different, but I wouldn't know. What I had was a red wine. I've also had vodka and beer, and neither of them were really good. I've had straight vodka and vodka mixed with cranberry juice once because that was my sweet mama's choice of drink, and I accidentally mixed it up with my glass of cranberry juice. And I drank the whole thing because cranberry juice is kind of nasty, so I didn't really notice at first. I wonder if she came back and drank her cranberry juice and got bad. I feel like the lesbian isn't that big of a deal, really. Alcohol is an acquired taste, which means you have to gaslight yourself into liking it. I just don't really understand it. I've been told that it's not about the taste for alcoholics, but personally, I don't think I could get past the taste, even if I really do like being drunk. Not that I've ever been drunk, I've never managed to drink enough alcohol to. Because they all taste so nasty. No. Been drunk a few times and normally hate it. But what about abnormally? I feel like drinking Listerine would be about the same value as drinking any alcohol. I'm all about the taste, only sour ones are drinkable, but I only have one to get through social gatherings. Sometimes when I go to visit family, I think... I don't know if they serve alcohol. I've been offered alcohol, but I don't know if they usually have it. I wouldn't be surprised if everyone at the family gathering was drunk though, because it is a little weird. Alcohol doesn't taste that good. Simply put. Welcome, Shalagra. Hello, Chinchilla. Water, water, water. Are you spraying me here? Come on, that's not safe for chinchillas. Don't do that. As I have a more human body, I'm able to dry off easier than most chinchillas, but that's still not something you should encourage here. Oh, barely missed that. I'm almost to level 50, and then I can raise. And then we get to the next 2 ducks that I must raise. You will have to end stream to dry off if she gets wet. Well, I can handle a damp stream. A little bit. Eat up. Ah. Come on. Little guy. Ooh. Now we can race. Qualifiers across the lake. Go. I've been trying to get up to stream earlier, but my sleep schedule is so out of whack. I was thinking I'd like to start around something more like 3. But I keep waking up at 12, and then I have to take care of all the animals. Eh? What's with this sad flying? I'm sorry, I'm out of it. Did any of you eat glue as a kid? I feel like I hear about a lot of people eating glue, but I've never actually known people to do that. Something I used to do was I would rub a lot of glue onto my hands, and I would peel it off when it dried. I think everyone chews on things a little bit. A little bit. I've eaten weird stuff, but glue smells really weird to eat. I've ate 4-leaf clovers in hopes to up my luck. Oh, sorry for you then. I'm pretty sure I ate Play-Doh once, but never glue. I used to lick Play-Doh. I didn't eat it because I was worried it would jam up my intestines, but I really liked the salty taste. And I guess I would hydrate it. My old vest had a metal zipper with chew marks on it. You chew through metal? you were any kind of rodent, it'd be a concern here. I found Jeremy, so I do. Aw. Rat? Ugh. Huh? I feel like I'm lagging behind here. Uh-oh. No, 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 no. This is bad. No, 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 no. Don't. Oh, this is bad. Come on, come on. Oh! In the last moment. Yes. You can't fool me with cheese in a box. Chinchillas do not eat cheese. Maybe if it were a pumice. Advanced. It's in London? Ew. Woo. Come on. Come on. Gamer. Epic gamer time. 7 game in clutch. You can't hide all that cheese behind rocks and expect me to not notice. I'm smarter than that. I have all of the brain you and any other human has. I'm smart. I'm very, very smart. Come on. Woo! There we go. Sour? Ugh, I don't like lemons. I like lemonade once in a while, but only if it's sugary enough. So maybe I don't actually like the taste of lemons. I think the smell of lemons is pretty nice though. The lemon-shaped rock? Ew. Why would I want my rocks shaped like lemons? Is it colored too? What did you color it with? Why is it yellow? Why would you eat a rock? Because I'm a chinchilla. What else do chinchillas do? I could get pumice and eat rocks on stream right now. I'm a chinchilla, it's normal. Unacceptable. Chinchillas also eat wood. I can eat wood if I choose, but I might give myself splinters. Because I don't have the dainty... I have dainty human mouth now, rather than strong chinchilla mouth. I still have strong teeth though. Because I drink milk, and my bones are strong. I love cereal with milk. Got smacked down immediately. On that grind. On that infinite, endless wheel. I'm running up that hill again. I've never listened to that song. I know what the title is, but I've never listened to it. I think Kate Bush is a funny name though. Do you think someone that's only ever lived in the Great Plains or something could picture something like a hill or a mountain? If they had never seen any kind of media featuring a hill or a mountain? Do you think they could fathom it if you described it to them? I imagine they could picture what a pile of dirt is, but Chinchillas can eat rocks and wood but get sick from being sprayed with water. Chinchillas are devil fruit users. No, you don't understand. Chinchillas don't get sick from being sprayed with water. It's that our fur is so thick and silky and lovely that it doesn't dry out, and we're prone to developing mold and bacteria. A mountain might be hard, but I think they'd be able to picture a hill? Yeah, maybe. They probably... Welcome, Rebel Earth Sky. I think a description is one thing, but an image of the real thing being told that it's real is another. I have no idea what that means, honestly. How do you make this electricity? I don't know. Welcome, Periotech. Hey, the cutest chinchilla's live. Hello, hello. 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 I'm on that duck grind set. For now, I am envisioning being a duck rather than a chinchilla. In my head, I can swim over large distances and fly and walk too. Is that absurd? When I saw the Giant's Bridge from Scotland in a photo once, I could not believe what my eyes were seeing was real, despite seeing it in many stories and games. I don't know what the Giant's Bridge is. I think I can kind of understand it though, because skyscrapers look different in images versus at the bottom. So you don't know. Chinchillas can swim? What can't they do? I can swim. I don't know if chinchillas can, because I'm not putting any chinchillas in any kind of body of water, because that would be absurdly cruel. Ducks and chinchillas really do live in opposite worlds. I think ducks are generally different from most animals. They can swim, fly, and walk. They don't have to trade away anything for that. They can fly as high as they wish. They can swim as deep as they wish. They can walk as far as they wish. And they have feathers to keep them warm in cold weather. But they could also go in hot weather if they wanted. Ducks can also sort of dig. Well, I suppose they could dig out aquatic plants to eat. I've seen it. They can dive for a while, it's kind of surprising. Did you know that moose can also dive? It's something crazy, like up to 10 feet deep. So I guess moose are pretty... I don't think it's 10 feet. Moose are pretty tall. They can dig out a nest for their eggs, I guess? What, they don't build it? I thought they built it out of sticks and straw. The mighty duck conquers sky, land, and sea. I roll over the mountains as a chinchilla. Ducks don't own the mountains. I win. Do you think ducks live on mountains, actually? I imagine they might in China. I wouldn't know enough about the Chinese environment to know, but I feel like they live in Chinese mountains. Chinese mountains are also really crazy, by the way. You think they're just stylized, but no, they actually are just kind of rectangular. Where I live, the geese are starting their migration. It's very cool to see the V formation in the sky. They haven't started it here yet. I think it's still too warm. But I'm seeing a lot of squirrels lately, so I think they're preparing. Geese own the public parks. When I was a kid, I used to like chasing around geese. I figured it was funny. I wanted to see if they'd attack me. They never did, though. Geese traumatized me. What did they do to you? Did they attack you? They hiss? Well, yeah, most things hiss. Sometimes my chinchillas bark at me, but that never deters me. They're so violent. They're not violent. I saw the squirrels digging up their nuts and eating them. I think the squirrels around here are too skittish to let me see those sorts of things. I was driving parallel to a flock this morning. Were they hanging by the car? Or were they parallel in the sky? Because I haven't known geese to be very low-flying animals. One time, I went to the water and I found the partially decomposed corpse of a duck in the water. Stuck to a stick. Yeah, in the sky they were low-flying over a field. Ooh, I love fields. That's a weird thing to say. I love fields, though. I do enjoy a good field from time to time. No. But I think fields are just fun. I've been working on learning to draw fields because it's a little hard to get their colors right. Yeah, you don't want to draw every individual plant, but you also don't want to make it just a blur because that would contrast. How can a chinchilla have pet chinchillas? It's because I'm raising my chinchilla army. I was a pet chinchilla once. It makes me feel kind of like a mother. I want to give them the best life ever because they're cute. Are you like a chinchilla queen? I wish. It'd be amazing if they would treat me like a queen. I think they're kind of jerks though. We will have a full herd of chinchillas someday. They'll get expensive though. And I don't think I could keep them in a herd because if they don't get along, you have to keep them apart or else they'll try to bite each other's ears off. That's what's happening with my darling Kit Kat and Chubby. They don't really like to be together. This is a shame. I was hoping that they could at least be friendly enough to hang out. What is a chinchilla? A chinchilla is a long-living rodent from the Andes Mountains, which cover Argentina and Chile, mostly. They're known for their very thick, luxurious fur, which is so dense that parasites cannot survive in it. Chubby biting Kit Kat, eh? I know it's a little ironic. Kit Kat actually initiates most of the fights that Chubby has started yipping at her. Are chinchilla related to the Mojave kangaroo mouse thing? If you mean a daegu, yes. If it's not that, I don't know. I want a fighting chinchilla. Please do not fight your chinchillas. It is unethical. Well, that's the problem. You're putting Kit Kat in a cage with a male. No, she has her own separate cage. I just cleaned it out and removed all the plastic ledges and arranged the wooden ledges and hammocks in a way that she could get to every level sufficiently. So I actually wanted to take some photos to show off, but I'm wondering if that's a bit excessive. It's not a very impressive cage right now either. I'm making the best out of a smaller cage. Chubby has a nicer cage, but I think he needs more toys. Do chinchillas also drink their own feces as some desert rodents do? Occasionally. You can show off we like the chinchilla photos. I don't want to fill my Twitter with them though, because I think a few people also follow me for my art. Maybe, I don't really know. Multi-levels and hammock, living like a queen. Chubby has a lot of levels, but I don't think he appreciates them very much. I'm worried he's getting a little bored because he's been chewing on his fur lately. And I don't know what to do about it because I don't know what he'd be stressed about. I've just been spending most of my savings on chinchilla stuff. And it's getting a little excessive at this point. I think it was just last week I spent $50 on some chinchilla ledges. Multi-levels is very standard for chinchillas though. They need a lot of space because in the wild they live on the mountains, so they need a lot of vertical space to jump around. Kit has, well, essentially 3-ish levels. They're not very tall. She has a big top level where her wheel is stored. It was $90 and she does not use it. Then she has a second level which has a little basket for her to lay in if she chooses, and a hammock, as well as some fun little chew toys attached to the sides, some ledges, and then the bottom is where her bedding is, and she has a little hidey thing there, like a little hut to hide in. She has a little woven hay carpet to chew on. I hide treats in there sometimes, but lately she's been uninterested in hay because she thinks she's too good for it. And there's also a few chew toys like pumice blocks down there. Did you win yet? I am always constantly in a state of winning. I am never not winning. Building jumper, that's a vicious name. Your chinchillas definitely sound well cared for. I feel like if they were, they wouldn't chew on their fur, and I'm worried about that. There's plenty to be stressed about, usually diet is blamed, but I helped a hummingbird escape the wonders of modern architecture recently. Architecture is art and art affects the mind. Have you considered building a natural-looking terrarium for your chinchilla? I really have to figure out what's okay to put in there, though. Maybe. I'd be worried about them kicking the dirt everywhere, or maybe rolling in it, and then they'd get all filthy and I couldn't wash it out. Professional. And we must train. Greatest winner. I am winning son. He yearns for the mines. I don't think he needs mines. I've been cutting fleece into strips for a makeshift reusable loose bedding, and I've been using that for Kit. And I wonder if it would help because it might also give them some... They might be able to burrow and that might help with their instincts. But Kit hasn't seemed very interested in it, and also it is a total nightmare to clean. It takes me a few hours every week to clean out Kit's cage because picking out all the bedding and laundering it takes so long. Earlier today, the laundry bag I keep it in, it unzipped itself in the dryer and exploded everywhere, and I had to pick it out of the lint trap. So I think that idea was a bit of a fail, but I should still try some other options. Lagging a little bit. Can I lower the quality? Yes, I can. It's just astonishing what lengths I will go to for these cute little animals that I love so much, so very much. I would lay down my life for them at any given moment. Well, if I had enough time to give my family all the information on how to care for them, maybe I'd lay down my life for them. I'd be a little worried about how they'd fare without me. Anytime I ever go on vacation, I always have a heart attack because I'm terrified my chinchilla died. Because my family must have forgotten to feed them or something, or give them water. And I always come back to find that they've somehow managed to portion their own diets, and they have not run out of food or water. And I've just been paranoid. Love watching this little guy go. Go, go, go. Like a mermaid. Chirasuke. You can do it. They are smart chinchillas. I don't think Kit Kat is very smart. I've seen her run into walls. I think she's smart in that she knows that she can get a lot from me. I don't think she's very smart though. They immediately begin rationing when you leave. Oh. Oh no. Maybe one day they can take human form as well? That would be really weird because they are full-grown chinchillas. They're decades old. Yeah, they'd be full adults. I would skip the part where I raised them as my child. Not that I'm really ready for children. I guess the chinchilla army is it's a good plan after all, if they're able to ration. If I were to send them north to fight Canada, they would survive the harsh winters. They would be able to scavenge for loose leaves and sticks to gnaw on. Do you think we could teach them to farm? I'm not sure they could do that. I think maybe if you gave them loose dirt, they would roll around in it a lot and ruin their skin. I have to very thoroughly sweep all the dust out of the room whenever I give them a dust bath because they get it everywhere, and if they can tell there's still it, but if they can tell it's still there, they will continue trying to roll in it. We fight in Canada? We are. Toronto is dead. Ontario, Quebec, Montreal, Newfoundland, Nunavut, Yukon. There's some other ones. What are they? Oh, what is it? The western ones. You know, those ones are dead. We're killing them. Alberta, yes. British Columbia? Ew. I don't want that. Britain and Columbia can keep it. Manitoba. Manitoba is the one with the berries, aren't they? Northwest Territory? What is Northwest Territory? I say we leave Nova Scotia as is. Nobody goes there anyway. No, we need those 5 people. It's very important. While we're there, why don't we take the Dakotas too? Let's create our new beautiful nation. And we'll get Kansas. I like Kansas. I think Kansas is cool. That's where they had the Wizard of Oz. New Brunswick. What is Brunswick? Brunswick. Will you unify the Dakotas? While I'm at it, I'll unify the Virginias too, and the Carolinas. And what other? I will unify New Mexico and regular Mexico. I don't know where York is, but I will unify the Yorks. Welcome, Mumberthrax. Brunswick is a place so cool that they made a new one. Oh, it's New Brunswick. I'll unify the Brunswicks too. I will single-handedly solve the issues with between Palestine and Israel. I will divide East and West Germany. Newfoundland and Labrador are one place. The island part is Labrador. Is that where the dogs come from? Shall they be separate? Yes. Yes, I will separate them. And I will eliminate the need for Washington, D.C. I think Maryland and Virginia should have their own states. There will be no West Virginia, though. We don't need West Virginia. What other states have been divided? I think Georgia and Florida can honestly be unified. Please just nuke California as well. I think we should just honestly, en masse, remove all of the top 5 largest states. You know, Texas, California, Alaska, get rid of all of them. All of those are gone. We don't need those. You know, throw them into the ocean somewhere. Can I have West Virginia? No, I'm unifying it with normal Virginia. What are the other biggest states? It's probably one of the Midwestern ones, right? Like Nevada or something. Is it Nevada? It might be Oregon. I like Oregon though. Can we keep Oregon? Bye, Adrian Cruz. Thanks for coming. Get rid of New York? No, we need to unify it with Old York, remember? Listen, New Hampshire, we need to find Old Hampshire. Where is Old Hampshire? We need to find it. It is a lost city. Much like Machu Picchu. We need to find it. United? Should we just invade the UK at this point? Okay, but we'll call it New Scotland. It'll be Scotland now. I think Scotland deserved it. I would say Ireland, but I think it'd be funnier if it was Scotland. Get rid of Florida? No, I think we can maybe do a massive terraforming plan to turn Florida into maybe a mountain, and we'll put it in Georgia. And Georgia will use it to grow peaches. Does that make sense? Florida on top of Wyoming? What is Wyoming? What's Wyoming? There is no Wyoming. I think we should also fix all of the Midwest. The Midwest is too square. We need to rewrite the borders. We need to make them fluffier. Does that make sense? What about Connecticut? Connecticut, let's unite it with Massachusetts. And also get rid of the city, because the city is terrible. Nobody needs... What even is there? Boston? Boston? Let's get rid of it. Because it makes driving terrible. Absolutely terrible. Nobody would mind if something happened to Wyoming, but... Listen. Georgia needs those peaches. Come on, listen to the Chinchilla Overlord's plans. Have you ever done something like this in Minecraft? No, I'm not very good at Minecraft, honestly. I don't think Minecraft makes for very interesting solo streams, so I probably won't do it in Minecraft. Maybe if it were a special event or something. Can we put the city under a mountain? That would be very cool. Would the mountain be Florida? I think all the people in Boston would die if we put them that far south, honestly. Just do it in real life instead? You understand. You understand what I am getting at. Midwest state and Midwest state. We need to manifest destiny here. We need to go further, even further west. We need to take Japan. We need to take China. We need to take Korea. We need to unify the Koreans. Do you understand? We need to take the Philippines. We need to take Australia. We need to take Malaysia. We need to... We need to unite Malaysia and Indonesia. We need to make Japan one island. It doesn't need all those islands. We need to... Can we leave Moist Critical's house floating above what once was Florida? Yes, leave him there. I don't really like him. He's kind of annoying. Everything I own will be the new Cherami Empire. Can we unite Japan with Australia? That would be absolutely nightmarish. Yeah, we can do it. You know, we need to make Germany and Austria. Wait, almost forgot about splitting East Germany and West Germany. Is Austria to the east or west of Germany? Which Germany will it be part of? But regardless, we need to revive Mozart. He needs to come back. You know, Da Vinci, we need him back. We need new Greece. We need Greece to be a world power again. Imagine anime in a Australian accent. I can't do it. You know, like down under. Yeah, that's Aussie. I'm off. Never doing that again. I'm sorry. Did Japan's earthquakes come with it? No, we're eliminating earthquakes. No hurricanes either. We will cool down the world temperature. We just need a big enough refrigerator. Oi mate, do you like me animes? Split France into 30 pieces just cuz? Nah, we're making France New Versailles. However, I do propose that we bring back Chinese dynasties. We need to redivide China. We need to bring back the Xia dynasty. Do you understand? We need to make Hawaii one island. We don't need Honolulu. We won't attach Hawaii. I think that would be a little cruel. I mean, they're already on fire. I think they've suffered enough. But we do need to merge them into one island. Bring back the warring states? We need to find a new thing for them to fight over, though. Aside from that one very important state right. It's state rights, but that very important one. Turn France in one big museum with cheese and wine stands. I think the British Museum, I think we should return all the artifacts and then keep the museum open anyway. Combine Hawaii with Puerto Rico. Do you think anyone would be happy with that? I don't think anyone would be happy. But an empty museum is boring? You don't understand. It's British, everything is empty there. As it should be. That's how the world balance works. I suggest making a new super island somewhere in the middle of the Atlantic. What about Maryland? Like take Maryland and maybe Rhode Island and Pennsylvania, combine them and put them in the Atlantic as an island. Just throw all of New England into the sea. I think I propose we make Mega Jersey, honestly. I think we need more people from New Jersey. Where's Old Jersey? We need to find Old Jersey and unite them. Mega Jersey. Nobody's going to address the elephant in the room. What about Antarctica? Well, since you asked, we are putting you in charge of Antarctica, and you have to live there now. Mr. Revolut Sky, you must live in Antarctica now. Pretty sure Jersey is in England as well? That would be such a nightmare. New Jerseyans and the British combined into one. Wow. Honestly, I say with New Hampshire, I think we should just put the original New Hampshire in charge of Old Hampshire, because New Hampshire is honestly pretty nice. Welcome, Super Duper. Yes, I am still playing the duck game. I lost one of my ducks, so I have to continue even longer. Okay. Come on, you can do it. But yeah, I think we could put Old Hampshire under New Hampshire's jurisdiction, really. I don't think we need to force the British upon them, but I think we can force New Hampshire upon the British. Does that make sense? I think that makes sense, yeah. I don't need to ask anymore. I know it makes sense. I am confident. I never realized how truly long this game is. It's not a long game, they just make it very long unintentionally. To make it feel like it has more playability. It does not. But just to make sure everyone gets along, we should take the entire population of the world and randomly move everyone around. And I think we should make a new language for everyone to speak. I think everyone should learn Braille. Everyone needs to write everything out to talk to people now. You know, we don't need conversation. We need to make people text even more. We need to make people pass each other notes. There's no point in ever learning a language again because all the people will be randomly shuffled around, and who knows when it will ever be in use. Every job will have to employ one person that speaks a different language. Everyone needs to learn Morse code so we can hum dots and dashes. I can't speak Morse code. That's what Morse code sounds like to me. I didn't mention it last time, but I really like the red circle that appears around you when you die. I think it's really funny, honestly. It's like one of those, like found footage. Sign language, so everyone looks like they are fighting with hand signs in the street. Something really interesting, actually, is that there isn't really a unified style of sign language. Technically, there is a basic unified sign language, but apparently most deaf people don't really learn it. Apparently most people just learn their own language. How would people sing in sign language? It's just being really artsy. Why did they call it Morse, Walrus, and French code? What a dumb name. I like how you had to clarify your joke there. But walruses are pretty awesome, honestly. I think they should name more things after walruses, really. You know, baguettes, they're just walrus tusks. Did you see it? Did you see it? Here, let me circle it for you. Yeah. That's what it's like. I took ASL for a while. Their culture is very interesting. I was supposed to learn it when I was a kid to help out those that are hard of hearing. But I couldn't manage the expressions because sign language, you're supposed to make expressions to convey the meaning, but I can't really force expressions. It's something I've always struggled with. You gotta edit songs together to make new songs. Singing is no more. Everything will be unlistenable. Absolutely terrible. Nothing will be good ever again. Where do you think we should put Texas, by the way? I think maybe rather than put it in the ocean, I think we should scramble it up and use the dirt recreationally. And anyone that gets caught in the trouble, sucks for them. Sucks to suck. But I think we need to go all the way to the stone. The stone level of Texas. We need there to be a giant hole in the shape of Texas, and at the bottom will be stone, just a stone layer. It'll be beautiful. We need to make the Midwest level. We need to level it out perfectly. I tried taking a sign language college class and they just didn't teach you the alphabet or any of the basics, so I had to drop it. It was a beginner sign language as well. Ugh. I'm scared of college because of that, because what if they expect you to know all these things first? Use the dirt to bathe the chinchilla army? That is... Chinchillas don't bathe in dirt. Where did you hear that? That's very rude of you, outright. Can I keep my house in my favorite forest in Texas? Oh no, you gotta leave it. I mean, Texas is where all the spiders live, things like that. It's not worth it. Can you name one good thing in Texas aside from your house and your favorite forest? I mean, what do people go to Texas for? What is there? I have not heard of a single attraction in Texas. Isn't that Australia? We're already taking care of Australia. We're fusing it with Japan, remember? We've already got it down. Apparently Texas has good steak, not good enough. I've never heard about it. Gun? They have gun? Yeah, you can get guns in other places. You don't need Texas to get guns. Go somewhere else. Didn't realize Texas was associated with spiders. I thought that was Australia. They have camel spiders, don't they? What else do they have? I associate it with spiders. I don't know what other people do. No, come on. Come on. You can win. Yes! But there's just nothing in Texas. Texas has nothing of note. You know, everyone that goes to Texas talks about it like it's the best thing ever, and I don't understand it, because what is in Texas that they have to brag about? The only thing they have to talk about is guns, and you can get those in other places, so it's not like it matters, right? Texas has Mount Texas, the largest secret underground mountain range. Well, it's not secret if all these people know now. Sandy Cheeks would disagree with you. Well, Sandy Cheeks doesn't live in Texas anymore, does she? Alright, I suppose there is a difference between dust and dirt. Chinchilla dust is actually made of pumice. It's very finely ground up pumice. It's very nice to stick your hands into. Texas is overrated. That is what I'm saying. Come on. I can take on these. Ugh. Yeah. Come on. You have the ancient Texas forest people? Well, I don't think you do anymore, considering it's Texas. And you have enough guns to shoot everyone in the states twice over. Did you know they, red wolves, they tried re-releasing them into the wild, you know, where they belong, and all of them were shot because they were thought to be coyotes. Every last one. Welcome, Standardized Watermelon. I've already unlocked these before. Let's go for the athletic type now. Never been to Texas, but it has to be better than California. It's hard to be worse than Cali. I feel like Cali has very nice forests, though. You have a neat zoo and museum. Lots of states have neat zoos and museums. Lots of countries that we're taking over have neat zoos and museums. Tell me what makes it worth it. Let's train you up, little guy. Nobody can convince me that Texas is worth it. Northern Cali is nice to go through, but is a pain to stay in. You take up most of the West Coast, and even if I don't really appreciate West Coast culture, I definitely appreciate the ecosystem there. I very much like states like Washington and Oregon. Okay, compromise, please lower the heat in the summer when you take us over. No, I care about the ecosystem. You have to suffer. Do chinchillas ever eat the pumice dust? No. They only eat pumice because it's crunchy and it files down their teeth. Really, if we throw Los Angeles and San Francisco into the ocean, it will improve a lot. Let's do it then. Goodbye, LA and SF. Farewell. Texas can't handle light snow? Well, I imagine they'd be able to secede very easily. I mean, they have their own, what is it, electric system? Their own power grid. Their very own one. Destroy Austin, Texas? What about Houston? Houston's not very good either. You know, any city in Texas, get rid of it. There's one of those cities, it's called something silly like God's Grace or something, isn't it? Nuke Cali? No, I think the nature there is important. We can get rid of Texas, because what do they really have aside from, like, spiders? Only the wild Texans survive. I don't think we need that many. While you're at it, can you nuke Vancouver? Is that one of those cities in Canada that's just America, but in Canada? Like one of those ones right on the border? but not in America. One of those ones. Vancouver. All of the... I think I saw a diagram that was something crazy. It was something like a line drawn just around the Great Lakes, and it said 50% of Canadians live under that line. It's just... Why would so many people live in Canada if they want to live so close to America anyway? You lose any culture, it's just America, but with different rules, I guess. And it's really urban, so it's not like you're getting nice maple syrup or something. You know, you're not getting the nice Canadian farm goods, which Canada is known for, maybe. I don't know. Every time I go up north, I go to a farm and get maple syrup. You want to escape Canada? Do it then. Nobody's stopping you. I think the only immigrants America cares about are the ones that cross from south. Nobody's stopping you from moving to America. Except when I'm ruler. There will be no Canada or America. It will all be the new Cherami Empire. Canada at least has nice mountains and forest. I'd like to move to one of the more rural parts of Canada, just because I like that weather more. But honestly, it doesn't... Canada's whole situation doesn't seem to be looking too great right now, so it probably wouldn't be for a long time. No one stops anyone from going to America these days. And no one stops anyone from going to Canada. It's not special. Doesn't Canada have some kind of immigration crisis right now? I know Quebec is really mad about how many non-French speakers they have. Because of the sanctity of the French language or something. French people are weird. Have you seen the statements that the French government has released on, you know, terms you could use for esports instead of using the English terms? You have snow, a lot of deer, turkeys, geese. You can even stumble upon a moose sometime. I'd love to see a moose. They seem so big. I wouldn't want to see one from up close because they are built to gore you, but I would like to see things like bears and I want to see woods bison. Someday I want to see plains bison, but I know you can find woods bison in Canada. Meese. No, they're moxen, actually. They're huge, just goofy looking. They are. Which country can everyone move to after you take over? Shouldn't we just let the randomizer take us? You all have to move to Yugoslavia. A lot of people are protective of preserving their culture. One of the things I learned in ASL is that deaf people don't like it when other deaf people get hearing implants. I get it from time to time. Yugoslavia doesn't exist? Really? It doesn't exist? No, it's real. You're not messing with me, right? Teamy rhymey. It's Jeremy. And don't forget it. Welcome, Slow Rat. Yes, we will make... I promise, as part of my presidential Jeremy campaign, we will make Yugoslavia great again. We need to bring back Czechoslovakia. We need to divide East and West Germany. We need... What else? The Holy Roman Empire. Bring that back. We need to make Super Lithuania. You know, we don't need the eastern half of Russia. We need to make new Tibet. Yugoslavia fell with the Soviet Empire? I thought all the countries came back after the Soviet Empire. Can we make the Holy Roman Empire holy and Roman this time? No, we have to make it less holy and Roman. Less. Bring back the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth? Sure, you have to live there now. You're getting sent to the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth. New Quebec and Siberia, just like old Quebec. Only if they have to speak really screwed up Russian accented French. Or maybe French accented Russian. What do you think? Emperor of Mankind, Super Jeremy. That's what makes me super. The countries that were a part of Yugoslavia came back? Well, what made it Yugoslavia? I don't know what Yugoslavia is. Can we make all South America Brazil? I think we should make Chile and become the entirety of South America's border. We should make it completely envelop South America, and then the center will be entirely Brazil. That is my suggestion. Yugoslavia equals Serbia, Bosnia, Slovenia, Croatia, Kosovo, Montenegro. I haven't even heard of some of these countries. We don't need all of them. Make new Yugoslavia, okay? I'd rather you destroy the entire subcontinent just for that. You have to live in Super South America. And it won't be South America anymore because I want North America to be America. We don't need South America because that makes them both the Americas. We don't need multiple Americas. Another genius suggestion. President, Lord, Dictator, Queen Jeremy. Remove the dictator. I am a fair ruler. I have no issues at all. What is Montenegro? A pepper? Sounds like a pepper. Southern North America? We don't need Southern North America. Can we mix Mexico and Japan? Mexico's already halfway there with Taco Goku. How about we move Australia closer to Mexico and make a bridge? You know, Aus-Japan. Australia, maybe? What would it be called? Germany. And don't forget Dr. Amigo. We need to reformat the world. You know, we need to make hot air balloons the new method of travel. I think it's safe. I think we can rely on hot air. Hot air always exists, you know? You don't have to worry about running out of hot air like you do with some other fuels. Bring back Zeppelins? Nah. Then Led Zeppelin might come back, and I don't respect Led Zeppelin personally. Like Guns N' Roses to me. Great minds think alike. Are you great minds? Maybe I should unite you two. Make super Deja parry attack. Do you think you'll have 2 heads or 1? None of you is fighting, huh? Does CCP stand for Jeremy Cuteness Party? If so, I'm in. Indeed. What was it? CCCP? Jeremy Cute... Conquest. Jeremy Cute Conquest Party. Yes. Don't worry, I think once you two are fused together, you'll like it more. Don't worry about it, parry attack. It won't be bad. You'll have just enough function and thought. Mariah Vudrek. I will perfect humanity. I will make us better. I will go beyond human. Can I lead the new CIA? Jeremy is adorable. I'm the leader of everything. You can be the co-leader of that one, though. Or not a co-leader, because that would imply we lead together. Maybe more like a super assistant. Co-leader? The true co-leader is me. I'm the co-leader. In our wondrous new society, we will have no need for leaders. You need improvements, Calcum? Huh. Who would you be combined with? Make you a warrior? No. Just for that, you are going to Antarctica. And you will enjoy it. And send me letters about how great Antarctica is. And if they voice anything different, then you will lose contact and stop receiving support. You'll combine with Calcum? Alright, ready to go to Antarctica then? Can I be a slave worker in your new government? There's no slaves. It is free labor. You are free to work at whichever place you choose, as long as you work. Who says I don't live there already? What are you, a penguin? You must discover the East and West Pole. Well, that's easy. It's China and America. Or maybe both ends of Russia. Russia kind of covers both west and east of... with how they're both in Europe and Asia. You can always be an intern. Are those even directly opposite? Yes, they are. I confirmed it with my big brain. Trust me. Guess we can just move China to make it so. We can fix everything. I propose, honestly, we take a large chunk out of Russia so that we can make the East less east. In order to make Europeans more angry, I think we should make all of Europe Eastern somehow. Oh, if Super Cherry ever gets a second wish, you would wish to be Empress of the World. I don't even need to wish for that. If I could wish, I would wish to... oh, for... like $100 billion. Least East. Move Western Europe below Eastern Europe. And we'd have a fight between Southern and Northern Europe. Have you ever seen Europeans fight? It's miserable. China is currently opposite of Chile. We gotta move China south? Really? Why not north? Wouldn't that still... we'd still be able to connect it via pole, wouldn't we? East-west is subjective anyway. No, it's not. I declare it to not be so. Alright? That's how it tends to be. I don't even know where China is. I know it's to the east of Japan, and it is above Southeast Asia. And it is probably west of Vietnam, and also Laos. Eastern Midwest. Things are getting confusing now. I'm not even entirely sure what the difference between East and West is. Usually I can't remember it. It's like left and right. China is probably in China? I imagine so. I imagine it is in China. I think what we should do... we should get rid of Oklahoma. I don't know what's in Oklahoma, but it's very hot. And it's not very fun. If you go from Mexico then west across the sea, you will hit China. What happens if I go west from America? If you dig deep enough, you will emerge in China. That's just how digging works. It's not a special feat. What about Ohio? Is there anything interesting in Ohio? Isn't that where all the Mormons are? Japan or Russia? Oh. Oh, what is Eastern Russia like? Ohio... is Ohio the land of potatoes? I thought that was any other southern state, really. Can you add a roaming super boss onto the world map? That's just me. I thought Mormons lived in Utah. Really? I'm not sure, honestly. There isn't really anything in Eastern Russia? Why have it then? Why do you need that much land? I don't understand it. It's just frozen nothing. That sounds bad. I mean, people have got to live there. People live in nightmarish places. Sometimes there is gold under it. By the way, where do you learn all this stuff if you live in Canada? Are you secretly Russian? Should I worry about you conspiring against me? Just geography, huh? Eastern Russia is like Alaska, but worse? Doesn't Alaska have things, though? He knows all other cold places. I wonder if it's an innate sense Canadians have. Canada has a whole lot of frozen nothing, too. Maybe that's why places don't ship to Canada often. If I get good enough, I can help plan invasions for the Chinchilla army. We don't need to invade. Everyone else will accept it, right? People live everywhere except apparently northern Canada because Canadians are cowards. I'd love to live somewhere that gets a lot of snow in the winter, but I don't want it to be so cold that there aren't warm summers anymore. Like a nice 70-degree summer, maybe 60-degree even, would be very nice. FedEx can't fight the grizzly bears and polar bears? FedEx can sure fight my package. Okay. There are those that accept cheer me and those that forfeit their lives. I mean, maybe it's a bias there. Maybe people that accept cheer me are just more likely to live long, fulfilling lives. Maybe it's just a coincidence. I don't think you really understand here. I mean, have you ever met someone who doesn't like Super Jeremy here? What sort of jobs will there be under the new Super Cheer Empire? What will life be like? Life will be good and honest. Yes. All of you will have to put your all towards expanding the empire, and then when that's settled, you can, I don't know, become a turnip farmer. No, I don't like turnips. Don't make turnips. Make wheat. Make spaghetti. I like wheat. Statistical wonder how people that don't accept Jeremy have a 100% fatality rate. I mean, it's just... Why would you not accept Jeremy at that point? It's just basic science. On average, 71% of people who watch Jeremy live happier lives than those who do not. I did this study myself. Do chinchillas like french fries? Only shoestring cut. With pepper on them. I also like a little bit of cheese. Not too much, though. Because I feel like fries are already a hearty enough meal, aren't they? I feel like if I add too much cheese, then that's a little too fatty, isn't it? Stress is dangerous, and watching Jeremy reduce stress. Very good. Jeremy reduce stress. Stress bad. Watch Jeremy. No stress. Okay? Understand. Not if you exercise enough? I don't like to go outside for walks unless it's to get soda. I think my figure is still pretty good despite that, though. I managed to stay thin. Depends on fries, you can actually make them pretty healthy. They're not tasty if they're healthy, though. Of course, I'm not buying McDonald's fries every time I want fries, of course, but fries taste best when they're covered in salt and pepper. As someone going to college to become a therapist, watching Jeremy has a 1000% success rate to destroying depression. I kill it. I beat it to death. Depressed people do not exist anymore. They stop being depressed. I'm gonna start concern posting. Dork. I am completely normal and healthy, and I am not overweight or flabby. I walk just enough to keep healthy. I also regularly walk places like the pet store to buy things for my chinchillas. My darling chinchillas. Imagine doing a doctorate thesis on the benefit of Jeremy. OMG, I'm evolving! Etc, etc. Let's become advanced. Now we must train, as always. But I think if anything, VTubers is probably a little detrimental to your health. Obviously, I appreciate you all, but I wonder if watching VTubers is something healthy people do. Mentally healthy. I wonder if VTubing is something mentally healthy people do. That's a no. VTubers has helped me a lot. I think maybe it might be one of those things you have to go in with the right mindset. You know, you have to compartmentalize it in your mind, right? You need to use your Oshi for the sake of good. Rather than, and you need to make sure to moderate your stream watching, or at least balance it in an effective way. That's why, personally, I don't recommend you spend all your time watching VTubers because of that. Used to wake up early to watch streams and it really helped me. I'm probably going to stream earlier once I have my schedule on lock. Could be worse, we could be watching reality TV or something worse. That's very fair. Whenever I visit family, they're always watching reality TV and it's terrible. Yeah, I don't want to see people on a survival show get injured. I don't want to see people celebrate at not having to father someone's children. I don't like to see people... I don't like to make a spectacle of the mentally unwell. It's sad. VTubers have taken the place of cute girls doing cute things anime for me. I haven't watched much anime since I started watching VTubers, to be fair, so I think I understand. Every time I come late to stream, it's not me being neglectful, I'm just not moderating my intake so I don't overdose. That's healthy, I support it. Good job, Super Duper. I wonder if there will be people that study this, or if VTubing will even last long enough for them to be proper studies conducted. You ever wonder about that? Like, people talking about things like the health risks of vapes, and you can't ever figure it out because it'll take a very long time to research all the effects. But what if vapes just were phased out and the new thing came in, and you have to lose research on vapes to find out about the new thing? Maybe VTubing is like that. I sometimes watch anime, but not super often. Watch more competitive StarCraft. What I do? Let me think what I do. I like to rewatch things sometimes. Lately, I've been rewatching, it's a little embarrassing, but Adventure Time. Like the Cartoon Network show. I watched it a lot when I was a kid, so I'm really fond of it. VTubing will live as long as there is a product and a consumer. It will always be around unless no one wants it. I hope there continues to be people that want VTubing to exist, because I do think it's a genuinely... There's a lot of potential in it, honestly. I think Let's Players will be around for a long time, so maybe VTubing will survive for that long. Ugh. VTubing has had an effect on mental health, although it depends case by case whether it's for good or bad. Yeah, I think that's probably it. It's a weird comparison, but it's kind of like a religion. Like, religion can make you feel worse about mental health, or it can genuinely help you through some hard times. I think comparing VTubing to religion probably falls into the don't worship false idols category, though. Adventure Time is very good, but some of those early episodes are a little weird. The gnome episode. I will accept. I think I'm always willing to get through one bad season of a show to get to the good parts, because usually shows have like a season to figure themselves out. Not false if it's real. Yes, I'm a real idol. False idol, I think it refers more to people. It's more like don't worship people who aren't God, I think. You should worship your one true God. Let's Players will live as long as... What's his name? Darkside Phil? I always confuse it with Deep Sea Prisoner, who made things like Wada no Hara. Chirami? Chirami. Chirami. I think that that sketch I posted a day ago or so. A lot of people mistook it for a mushroom hat, but the idea was I actually wanted to go for a veil and halo look. I was going to call it False Idols. Don't form cults of personalities. Super Cherami is the exception. I'm the exception to all bad things. Worker exploitation is okay if I do it. Also, tax evasion and theft and arson. I think arson is okay if I do it. And also, what other things are okay if I do it? Let's think. Jaywalking. I can jaywalk if I want. I can cause car crashes if I want. I can steal. Tax evasion? More like tax avoidance. I mean, yeah? What about kill? I mean, of course. Why wouldn't I be able to? I'm Cherami. I'm just different. I'm the exception to all things chimchones. Don't call me chimchones, I'm Cherami. Why kill when you can force them to run in the wheel? Power our civilization. Not really stealing if it's your right to take it. Very, very true. Called manifest destiny. Is Chimi okay? Oh, I'm not sure. Maybe. Don't go further than that though. I'm not chimichanga or anything. I think I might be able to get better. Me. Me. Titi. Hirata. can call me Chira-chan, but I wonder if that might... I think it'd be a little weird for me to call myself Chira-chan. Very, very otaku. Kiramin, maybe. Can I call you Chunibyo? No. I'm not Chuni. I'm Chirami. Kirachi. I don't have any sort of syndromes. I am not delusional in any way. And just for that, you're getting sent to Antarctica. Kiramine's good? I was wondering if that's maybe a little too generic. What are Chirami enjoyers called? I was talking about that the other stream, but I wasn't sure I'm not sure I've been YouTubing long enough to make up a fan name. The ones I was suggesting were Your Army and Cheetahmates. I wasn't certain though. Cheetamigos. I'm not doing Cheeramigos. I wanna do Cheetamigos. I'm not Spanish. Couldn't go with plain chinchillas? I always like when the fan names are unique to the streamer though. I don't like when like, for example, thinking like a cutesy VTuber might call her fans Sprinkles. I think it's not unique enough. Or if a mushroom VTuber or something called her fans her shrooms or something. Your army, I wouldn't mind getting drafted. Cheetahmates, Cheetaminions, Cheetaminions, Cheetaminions. I think that one doesn't flow very well, honestly. Which one do I need to do now? Thomas Pals? Now that's weird. Thomas Pals? Now that one's too weird. You're a mooks. Sounds like a slur. Vitamins makes me think of Moomins. Moomins aren't that bad. Not a bad comparison. Getting Moyas. What is that? What does that mean, Chetty Moyas? Is that some kind of language thing? I am only a humble English speaker. Vitamins. Like your vitamins. No. Not voting. Vitamins make me think of those gummies. Moya is a fruit. Oh! I'm not familiar with it. Is it Spanish? Or from some kind of Hispanic country? What kind of unusual fruit do you guys eat? I mostly just like grapes, but sometimes I'll eat apples. I think I've had dragon fruit and drinks, or sips of dragon fruit drinks, but I've never had any of those super interesting. I've had star fruit once. That was really good, honestly. Kiramoya. I only know it has an ice cream flavor. I like coffee ice cream. What about you guys? I like dragon fruit and pomegranate. Pomegranate seems a little difficult to eat, honestly. You like plums? I think plums are nice, simple. They have a lot of, they're very versatile. You know, you could depict it as the fruit, you could depict it as the flower. It has all sorts of different symbolism. Bye-bye, Harry Attack. Sorry for almost calling you Harry Attack. There's this one fruit I really like, but I can't remember the name. I'm not sure what it would be. Is it standard in any way? Must be some non-standard fruit. Some unusual fruit. Cotton candy ice cream is good, especially in shake. I haven't had cotton candy ice cream. I like regular cotton candy, but I don't know what cotton candy ice cream would taste like, considering cotton candy just tastes like sugar. Don't remember, but it's a blue one. Sugary ice cream? Well, I mean, all ice cream tastes sugary, doesn't it? I'd be more upset if my ice cream didn't taste sugary, honestly. Maybe that's a little unhealthy. I don't know. There's a Vi. Is there a second part to the sentence? Pomegranate, you just break it open and eat the little berries. It's nice and sweet and tart. Sweet and tart feels like a bit of an oxymoron, doesn't it? Doesn't it? I say it like a filthy American, doesn't it? I like blueberry ice cream. What does that taste like? There's a vanilla flavor that I had as a kid that I am desperate to find again. I feel like there's only a few different tastes of vanilla, so maybe you just gotta find the right brand. I don't eat a lot of fruit, honestly. It tastes a little weird. I can never find one with the right texture. I love the flavors of everything, but I need it to be, you know, crisp enough but not too crisp. Made by a now closed Mexican ice cream parlor, huh? I like a good apple once in a while. I used to eat them with peanut butter. Did anyone else do that? It was always a really tasty childhood snack. Crisps? What are crisps? Crisp. Never tried it, but it sounds good. It tastes fine. I think maybe it's just okay. It might have just been weird childhood stuff. I used to eat celery with honey mustard too. I have seen others eat that, but don't like peanut butter, so haven't tried it. That's fine. It tastes like peanut butter, so I don't suggest you do. I had watermelon and honey. That doesn't sound so bad though. I mean, watermelon already goes really well with sweet stuff. Personally, I don't like melons that much. I feel like they taste too watery and not sweet enough. I'm sorry, standardized, sir. Where's my duck? Okay, I think that's my duck. I want to try those apples that taste like strawberries. There's a lot of apples like that. Like all those ones that supposedly taste really, really sweet. I'm sorry, standardized watermelon. I hate melons but love watermelon. Maybe I haven't had the right watermelon, honestly. But all of the ones I've tasted just weren't really sweet enough. I've had bananas coated in chocolate and sprinkles. I don't like bananas that much. Maybe that's weird. They just taste I've had candied apples and they were really good. I don't think I've ever had a candied apple. I don't like caramel very much, but I think maybe it would be fine if I had it in thinner amounts. I don't like to gnaw through caramel. It's too chewy, it comes up your mouth. Watermelon can be good if they're fresh. Yeah, you know, you gotta slap them and listen to the sound, and you gotta check them for webbing and their color, and go for the rounder ones, and all that sort of silly stuff. The soft watermelon sucks. Soft fruit sucks in general. What is a haichu? Achoo! You sneeze. Achoo! No, come on. Come on. No! Haichus. I don't know what a haichu is. No, I didn't really sneeze. No, come on. I didn't really sneeze. I really need to, reminds me, I really need to work on an up dog. I need to work on assets for all my streaming stuff. I've already got overlays in the works, but yeah, I have to work on. It's a little secret, but I actually want to make a NeoCities. I really like when VTubers have a NeoCities, like their own little page, and you learn a little bit about them, and they can also compile art there and designs and talk about their favorite things. Haichu is a really good chewy candy that's popular where I am. I think it used to be a Japanese candy. That reminds me, do you know about White Rabbit candies? I hear it's a really popular nostalgic thing for a lot of people that grew up in China. But they've been banned for export in many nations because they had one really bad moment where they had a bunch of contaminated candies that thousands and thousands of children ate. It's like a Chinese cream candy. I used to like sweet candy sticks, but I can't find them anymore. Are they like those honey sticks maybe? The grocery store I used to work at would always sell them on a rotating basis. And I think you can get them at random novelty stores too. Or you might be thinking of something like pixie sticks, or maybe even candy cigarettes. Eat candy canes with different flavors and it's just a stick. No, I can't figure that out. I like the blackberry honey sticks. I tried those honey sticks once and they were just okay at best. Eating it, I just thought, yeah, this is sure honey. It's just honey. I could go home and eat a spoonful of honey without any of that cost. To be fair, it was only 99 cents, but I've tried making my own, but I suck at it. You can make things like rock candy at home. Those ones, I think it's always really... Rock candy is very nice. You know, it's amazing that you can make it at home. And I love how the crystals look. I'm getting a little drowsy, but I don't have much longer to go. I think we can get all the ducks in this stream. I don't know what that was. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have some Pepsi. I think one candy I absolutely love is Pop Rocks. I think Pop Rocks are really nice for the novelty. They feel really funny in your mouth though. They're very popular for ASMR. I don't generally like mouth sounds in ASMR though, so I don't really listen to find the appeal though. It's just one of those things along with, you know, lollipop ASMR. I would throw Pop Rocks at the floor and listen to them explode. Pop Rocks remind me of those what are they? Bang snaps? That I don't think that's what they're called, but those little mini firework things. I think those are so fun. Lollipop ASMR, it's popular for VTubers to do because it, you know, sucking sounds. I've seen a lot of VTubers I used to like go all in on that kind of ASMR. And it's always a little weird. You know, a singer I used to love when I was younger. I found out she had become a VTuber and unfortunately deleted all her old content. And I looked into her to see what she had done. And everything she made since I had originally watched her was exclusively lolly covers and little sister ASMR with lollipop. So feels kind of like corruption, you know? I don't know. I should have deleted her old covers though. I miss them. They were FNAF songs. What does lolly cover mean? It's it was a brief market in which people would just cover songs in a lolly voice because it was a funny meme. You know, Kyoresu did it. She would cover things like Dorime and Pumped Up Kicks, and that worked out for her really well, honestly. She's in what is it? She's an idol now, so don't worry, that's not like past life information. They officially announced it. I think lolly ASMR, no, not ASMR covers. I find that the quality tends to be a little weird on those. They always sound really auto-tuned. It's sad to lose all that music. Yes, it is. Honestly, what would be nice is if I could join a company as Cherami. I don't think a lot of companies would allow that, and I'm not sure I could grow big enough as Cherami to warrant it either. So it's a little sad. I think Idol only made the special case because Kyoresu is so big. And even then, she did sort of assume a new identity. I mean, I think people do reserve the right to revoke their content if they want. I think people are also free to archive that content, and I can still find archives of some of her covers, so I'm all set. I guess I'm gonna have to start shilling harder then. Don't give people a bad impression of me, please. I know if you annoy someone more about something, it might turn out the opposite way instead, and I don't want to give people a bad impression. Get more chinchilla girls and make a new corpo with them. You wanna know if I had everything in order and I could pursue any dream? You know, I had $1 billion, I could do anything with it. I would make a zoo-themed corpo and have all the girls play out different animals. I'm joking, sorry. It's okay. I'm not mad at you, don't worry. It is the third stream, gotta save the giant donos and shilling for stream 22. Komodo Friends does have a VTuber company, but I feel it's a little mismanaged. Personally, I would kill for Mina Yoshizaki to draw a VTuber model for me. But I think he only does that for Kemovi. I feel like Kemovi is a little mismanaged though, because I feel like they don't market them very well, and they don't really understand the audience they have. They just sort of expect the name to carry them. By the way, Shallowgra, have I said welcome to you yet? I don't think I have. Welcome. You would kill, you say? Maybe not kill, but I definitely really wish I could. I understand why he doesn't though. He's a very, very big name. I just really admire his devotion to fluffiness. Everything looks so soft. There are actually a lot of situations like that. Josh and Dropkick and Uma Musume both have VTuber corpos as well. Yeah. I'm aware of all of these anime-based VTuber situations. There's a lot of companies that make their own mascots. I follow a few. There's this cute one. I think her name is something like Mokoro. Moroko? It's something like Domoko Rokomo. It doesn't clear up a lot, but she's the mascot of a pharmaceutical company or something like that, and she's just really cute. I watch her from time to time. There's other ones like Crunchyroll Hime, there's Obake Pam. I have a few friends that really like Pam in particular. There's recently there's GX Aura. I don't respect the company. I can respect the VTuber, but I think the company is stupid. Yeah, a browser for gamers, right? Lame. He has a cute design? I think it's okay. I think it's passable. I think it's kind of carried by the art, honestly. And also, you wanna know the weird thing? There used to be another stand-in mascot. called something like Opera-chan, and they didn't use her. Doesn't that browser come with pre-installed crypto miner? It might, I don't know. I don't use it. I've heard some controversy around Chikik's aura. I don't know about any controversy related to the VTuber, but I know the browser is kind of sketchy. Doesn't Netflix have a VTuber for some reason? She's been very inactive lately. They haven't used her in a long time. I think her design is very cute though. I'm not sure why she's a sheep. Wouldn't be surprised, just heard it ran kind of poorly compared to some others. I personally use Firefox. I've been noticing some issues with it lately. It feels like it's kind of lagging, but I really don't want to switch to Chrome. And I would sooner gnaw my arm off than use DuckDuckGo or Tor browser or something like that. You enjoy Bing, Bob the Jester. You enjoy Bing. You are free to enjoy Bing. Bing AI is the best AI. I really like seeing silly company AIs where they have to pretend really hard that they don't know all these things, but then when you ask about them, they'll tell you the answer. Like how I think Snapchat had an AI that kept insisting it doesn't know your location, and then you could ask it for nearby McDonald's and stuff. DuckDuckGo was recently caught stealing and selling your info. Yeah, I think everything does. I tried using DuckDuckGo once, but it was just so ugly I couldn't get used to it. Bing just tells you and then goes mental. It's like, I tried using ChatGPT sometimes, and it's really weird because... Look at him go. It's weird because they'll insist they have all these information cutoffs that they just don't have. Now, sadly, almost everything nowadays has info and personal data. Automod held a... There we go. You're free, Salus. No more Automod to torment you. I've liked Perplexity AI. Sounds weird. I used to use AI Dungeon, honestly. And then they kind of nuked themselves into oblivion and died. Where are my bang pieces? I just realized, but on my PNG, my bang pieces are missing. Where are they? Oh, watch this. I have some special settings now. I might set up braces for... I might set up braces for a non-glasses and a hair clip look, but I liked the library girl impression it had. But the AI works too well when coding sometimes. Perplexity AI. Don't worry, I gave the wrong link. Perplexity. Okay. Makes more sense. But I was thinking, I used to use AI Dungeon, and it's just, there hasn't been a good equivalent since. Everything, either it's paid or it gets nuked to oblivion. And I do, to some extent, understand the horrors of AI. Have you ever tried AI generating something and you say it's like a lolly or something, and you turn off the anime? and, you know, accidentally turn on the realistic one or something, and it just gives you children. AI Dungeon was pretty good for you buy stuff. So much so that it would give you that even if you didn't want it. Yeah, I get it. Some of you more experienced AI guys probably don't struggle with that issue too much. I've experienced it though. It is wild. Just, ugh. Not very fun. Let's evolve. Final race. I've used AI once, didn't understand a thing and gave up. I haven't messed at all with AI, I have no real need or want to. Yeah, I get that. I don't use AI very much anymore. I figured that if I want art references, I can just look for real artists. They have more variation in style. I don't really care about the whole debate though. Hi, どうもバチェラ YouTuber キズナアイです。No, no, 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 no! You learned about VTubers from ChatGPT? That's very cool. How did you learn about them? I remember how the front page of Character AI had exclusively VTubers on it for a while. I've heard of a few people that have used my AI art to learn how to do AI art. I could theoretically do AI, it's just that I don't really see a reason to. It just... I feel like people appreciate you more when you're an artist, really. Like to draw by sketching the AI art. Aww. Well, that's nice. No, no, no! Why am I having such difficulty? Apparently my style of AI art works well for it. Maybe it does. No, 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 no! No! Please, please. I got into VTubers with keys in the eye. If the hide them all wasn't obvious enough. People always blame China for ruining keys in the eye. But honestly, Chinese keys in the eye is really interesting. It's so freaky. You click on her and she sounds exactly like keys in the eye would if she spoke Chinese. It's jarring. Got into VTubers with Girl DM, huh? Oh. Girl DM is pretty cute. I know her because I had a friend, she was really into Noita. And Girl DM had some like crazy Noita custom stuff. Used to think Kizuna was an actual AI when I first saw her. I wondered that too sometimes, but I think she was just really good at kayfabe. No, no, yes! Yes! Pinkie Pop Hepburn. I like their songs. Mad time left. Do, 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 do. Got into VTubers from Sora, really? How do you learn about Toki no Sora before any of the other Hololive members? Okay, just one more duck. I miss the days of community captions, honestly. There used to be regular captions for Kizuna Aya, but as she got less popular, her captions became less frequent, and I think it was probably a feedback loop, honestly. You know, less people were captioning, the English audience became less able to watch her, and she lost more of her audience. People you knew liked Sora and brought you into watching Hololive. I think... Yeah, with Hololive first when I learned that was Miko. Because she did that one thing once. YouTube removing the fan captions killed a lot of it? Definitely. Rest in peace, Mirai Akari. Come on. It also killed a lot of Japanese songs. I got into VTubers from Pippa. Before that, I would occasionally watch clips of VTubers singing. I do that sometimes, but usually just to get better at singing. It feels like a bit of a skinwalker thing sometimes, but what I'll do is I'll listen to clips of VTubers and do my best to mimic it. And I learn about their different singing styles, their different speaking styles. It's weird. That one GTA thing really got Hololive on the Western radar. It certainly did. Blatantly. Ah. Come on. Come on. Come on. No, no! No, come on, come on! Please! No! Ah. Sounds like a pretty good way to practice. From what I know, it is. I've done a lot to get better at things like singing because it makes me very embarrassed. I'm still not that great though. There's a lot of VTubers who make mimicking their appeal. Like that one. I know her first name is Ophelia, but I think her last name is something weird like Moonlight. But she's known for her voice acting streams. Can't get good at things without practicing it. It just gets a little tiring when you feel like you only practice it. Ophelia Midnight, I think. Yeah, that might be it. It's really funny watching her streams because it feels kind of like an alien learning English from the TV. You know, Fauna will go like, and she'll start like slowing it down and stretching out her voice. I think maybe if I tried I could do VTuber impressions, but I couldn't do it without reference. There's a few YouTubers who have very consistent voices, but they might change for a stream or something. Like for example, whenever Calliope Mori has some kind of event stream, her voice gets kind of sweeter. And I think that's maybe because, maybe she feels more pressure to keep up the character. Since it's a whole event. Some VTubers have massive vocal ranges. I know Crony does. Your Haidamo was pretty good. Haidamo! I can't do it. Haidamo! Bachiru YouTuber Kizuna hi desu. And she goes like, Kyomo, whatever. I can't do it very well though. Haidamo! Haidamo! Did anyone else watch Hanjo TV? He goes, Hanjo! Toa has a good vocal range. It doesn't have a very good natural vocal range. I don't really like the voice she's been doing recently. I miss her old voice. I know Risu. Risu has a pretty wide vocal range. Her voice has really deepened recently. There's Yuka Bear has a good vocal range. Dondo has a good vocal range. I don't think I have a very good vocal range. At the very least, I can't go very high. Would you say my voice is low or high? I worry about it sometimes. Sometimes I feel like my voice is too low somehow. Or like my voice is decently high, but the quality is low. Not like low quality, but it has a sort of low tone to it. I feel like I've heard you go high. Well, I probably have before, it's just that I feel like I can't stay very high. My voice seems high and airy, bit high. I just worry about it a little bit because I feel like a lot of YouTubers have much cuter, higher pitched voices. And I want to be like that, but I feel like I can't go that high. I can't go very low either though, so it's pretty middle range. It's like a whole gimmick in the VTuber world to go really high and then really like Oni-chan, and then they go like ara ara or something silly like that. Sweet. I think my voice is a little raspy, honestly. It bugs me. I think maybe I should drink less Pepsi. But I feel like a wide vocal range is very popular in the VTuber. Water? Maybe I should drink water. Yes, water. Yes, water. I should drink water. Going too high would harm your voice and be hard to do for long periods of time. I mean, I am... never mind. Soothing voice? That's nice. I'm glad. When I listen back on it, I feel a little weird because my voice, it feels very puberty, if that makes sense. Like both too pubescent and too mature. It feels immature and mature. It's confusing. Or maybe I just have not dysphoria, what is the word? Like body image. Dysmorphia, maybe. There have been some VTubers that gave up doing high voices like Hosho Marine. It did turn out that her voice was pretty naturally high though. Or there's crazy ones like Pekora who won't stop doing a high voice because it's too iconic to their image. It's unique. I'm glad. I was worried I sounded a little too generic, honestly. The problem is comparing it to others will never leave you satisfied. Yeah. Very wise. Very, very wise. But I want to keep my voice on the higher end, honestly. I just think higher voices... character voices are more interesting. Some people can pull off doing intentionally low voices though. Like, I think Crony's voice probably isn't naturally that low. But she generally pulls off the character voice. Generally. Or there's some YouTubers whose voices got lower with time. I feel like Gura's voice has gotten a little bit lower with time. Of course, it's still high, but it's lower than debut. I think you would do a nice whispering voice. Would I? Would I do a nice whispering voice? Do whatever voice that feels comfortable, especially if you talk for long periods without rest or without drinking water. I maintained... even before I started VTubing, I maintained this voice for a while so that I would be able to maintain it in the future. You know, the biggest challenge with YouTubing is talking this much. I found that it's probably the thing you expect the least to be an issue. You know, you usually don't think you'd have that much trouble thinking up all these things to say and whatnot. But it is really hard. And you do need to let your voice rest often. Like, before I was VTubing, a bit embarrassing. I did very amateur metal vocals. I don't think I could do that while consistently VTubing. Because metal vocals rely on very limited vocal strain. But I wanted to do something interesting like that. But it turns out that you can't really do both of those things at the same time, because vocal rest is very important for general vocals and anything, honestly, even singing. Metal vocals, I can only imagine. I'd like to do it someday. Just, I don't think I could show it off right now. Simply, have you been in here? I think I haven't said welcome to you yet, Simply. Welcome, Simply. Calmest metal voice ever. I think the biggest issue with my metal vocals is they're a little monotone. I can't really do emotion in them, so I guess you don't really need to. They're also a little inconsistent. I feel like they get really pitchy, like voice cracks. Not pitchy, but like crackly almost. I am doing it in a healthy way though, so don't worry about that. I have learned healthy techniques and I understand vocal rest. They're surprisingly easy to do though. Though when I told someone else that, they said, maybe I'm just really good at it. Probably took me like a week to learn. It's just I don't have any consistency. Sometimes I can do it, sometimes my voice won't let me. This game is exhausting. I wonder if I'll be able to finish it tonight. Have you ever lost your voice before? Yes, I have. On multiple occasions, honestly. I just love practicing and singing so much that sometimes I will overexert myself just for funsies. And I'll lose my voice. I find that I lose my voice more often to heavy vocals than I do to singing. No, I think I get more vocal fatigue from singing. Like generally tired voice. I think that lasts longer than lost voice for me. Tired voice can be comfy. I think it depends on whose voice is tired. Some people can pull it off. Some people can. I baked some nice butter biscuits today, and I don't remember if I put them in the fridge. How much is left in the game? I think this is our last duck here. Hope it is, at least. Desperately. Nacios, this BGM is testing my sanity. It is not my BGM, don't worry. I don't think I have a BGM. This is just the music on Deathware. But welcome, Nacios. Wonder where you came from. I think I can finish this game today. Oh, it's almost been 3 hours. I think I can finish it. I always get tired easy. But I'm a little out of it since I've been streaming so long and it is late. And I think this might mess up my sleep schedule again. I think I'll just have to get up when my alarm goes off this time. Instead of my alarm waking me up at 8 AM and then I think, oh, the bed is so comfy, I don't want to get out of bed. Oh, you're gonna sleep? Thank you for watching, Calcum. It's okay, you can go sleep. But I will mark my words. This duck will succeed. Mark my words. I bit my tongue. I'll be hearing, just not talking. That's okay. You got plenty of lurkers, I think. I don't know what the view count is, so I don't really have any frame of reference. So there's probably mostly lurkers. That's how any stream tends to be. 26? Crazy. Thank you, lurkers. Ganbare. I can do it. If I ever get Twitch affiliate set up, you lurkers might be able to have some fun with points or something. Me. Me. Can we have cute emotes? I need to work on those. I need to think of what to do. Probably need basic emotions like happy emote, sad emote, angry emote. Or maybe I need something more complicated like frustrated. What's affiliate? Affiliate is like YouTube monetization. Except nobody's really obligated to pay. It's just you know, it gives you emotes if you membership, subscribe, whatever. But the most fun thing I think that you do not have to pay for is the point system you get. If you sit around watching a VTuber for a bit, you get these points that you can rack up to redeem for things, which is for interactability. Some VTubers set it up with like fun systems, like where you can throw things at the streamers. Some people have it so you can like have the streamer say something for you or toggle something or something like that. The requirements aren't bad, you'll get there really soon. I think I will. The worst part though is the ads, really. I'm sorry about that in advance. What do you need for affiliate? I think 50 subscribers for one. And I think at this pace I'll probably be able to get affiliate in like 2 weeks, maybe 3. The standards are really low. I think you need to have a minimum of 3 average viewers over a 30-day period. So subs or followers? I think it's just followers, don't worry. Nerdchilla for 30 minutes, redeem 1, sure. Yeah, I will add that to cheerme.text as an idea. Twitch affiliate section added. First thing added, nerd Jeremy toggle for 30 minutes. And I saved that and put that away. Here at 45 out of 50, we only need 20 of us to make alts and add more. No, don't cheat the system there. Nerdchilla and Floopchilla? What is Floopchilla? Can we get a pet emote? Yes, we can. I will add short hair toggle on/off as an option. There you go. For you. Now we continue anyway. But that's about it. Something to do with pumice, maybe? What does that mean? You wanna pay me to take bites out of pumice? How about braces toggle? I need to add, there's only, 10 costumes. There isn't exactly a toggle section. So, I don't have enough space for every possible combination. So I might have to make a version that just has braces and nothing else or something. I think I might remove hair clips from the rotation because of how I don't want to remove glasses from the rotation because I feel like it has general use, but the hair clip is just kind of, it's just okay. It's not necessary. Let's break instead of drink water, everything. I add something pumice related to the list. I think like paying points regardless of whether they cost real life money or not. I think throwing it at making someone drink water is a little lame. Hair clips are an accessory, glasses are a lifestyle. If I get a live 2D model, I think I'll have a lot more toggles, but in the meantime, I have to make them more sparing. And someday, I'd like to have different outfits as well, so... No, you don't have to make me one. I mean, my computer can barely run this PNG. I need to get an upgrade before I do any of that. I don't know how noticeable it is, but honestly, it's a little embarrassing, but I had to lower the frame rate of how fast the PNG moves to save CPU power. How about an Australian accent redeem? I don't even know what Australians really talk like. Like, g'day, mate. Top of the morning. Now, think about upgrading to a PC. I'd love to, but it's expensive. And I don't want begging for money to be my first thing. I want points to be a thing because I think they're crazy fun. I love making VTubers say things like wahoo. You can go under 200, 300 bucks? Well, that's still a lot. That's like the price of a chinchilla cage there. A good chinchilla cage, I mean. Like the Critter Nation cage. Point redeem for smooshing Chubby. You want to pay points for me to get up, leave my desk, run into the other room, and pet Chubby? Well, you are in luck because you can afford a cage. My dad bought Chubby's cage years ago. I did not pay for it. I'm honestly running a little low on savings. I don't have to worry about rent or anything because I live with family. But I don't want to spend too much of my money, so I'm conserving it so that I can afford to take care of my chinchillas. Because I love my chinchillas so much. I don't know, I don't like making a big deal of money. I spent like $50 on chinchilla ledges last week. Chinchillas are expensive and I need to save my money for them. I'm worried. I'm taking them to the vet tomorrow, and I'm worried they're going to have, you know, sudden death condition where if they don't receive a $5 billion medicine, they're going to die or something. Money is important and getting harder to come by, indeed. You know, sudden death condition where if you're poor, everything you love dies and goes away. But, you know, I want my chinchillas to be secure and happy and... Which is why when you control the world, you can simply print as much money as you want. Yes. Throne, perhaps, then perhaps you can beg without begging. It's a little ridiculous, but I wanted to wait until I had a bigger fan base for that stuff so that I would feel like somehow I'd earned it, maybe. Or, you know, I'd have a bigger pool so it wouldn't be one person overspending or something. Maybe that's a little silly. At the very least, the one thing I would never do is things like donathons. I don't really respect those ones unless it's something to give back to the viewers. It is only the 3rd stream. Like I said, gotta wait for the 22nd stream specifically. Alright, I'll write that down. I may have spent half my savings on a new PC, but I'll try to invest in streams. Don't worry about it, really. I think I like when companies do things like subathons and donathons because you know that money is going directly back into streaming, but I understand the emergencies and things, but in general, I don't think you should beg if you have nothing to give in return. What would you want to do with a strong PC? Live 2D model, mostly. You know, if I had a strong PC, I could have, you know, a live 2D model going, and I could also play a more high-end game at the same time, and... What I mean is I'm very lucky I like Flash games. Otherwise, this would be a lot more limiting. I mean, anyone can say, like, yeah, more money would be amazing. I love money. I love money. Ugh. Any game you want to play in particular on the theoretical beef PC? Oh. Maybe... I want to play Wii games. I like the Wii. Yeah, I'd like to show off the weird games of my childhood. I don't need a hyper beef PC because it's not like I want to play, you know, super ultra PlayStation 6 graphics. Pikmin would be fun. I like Pikmin. You can like that's what Pikmin sound like. I want to play Kirby's Epic Yarn. And also maybe some 3DS games. I don't know how I would play 3DS games though. I feel like the touchscreen would pose a little bit of a problem. I have a drawing tablet already. So I think if I could manage to maybe set it up in a decent way on this, I would have no issue. I might try DS games sometime. I might be able to run one decently. And if I can't, maybe I could just remove the PNG. Because I figure this does take up a reasonable amount of CPU power. Buying a beef PC to play Nintendogs, let's go. It's not much worse than the people who buy a beef PC to play Fortnite. 3DS games for the fabled Fire Emblem Awakening dating stream. I'd obsessively grind to get to the guy I want, and then at that point I might just lose interest. That said, there are a lot of... I think at some point I would like to have what's the word? Cursed dating sim stream. Because admittedly, in my childhood, I played a lot of Hitalia Flash dating sims. And I mean a lot. A lot. Yeah, I get the what. Flash games. Hitalia dating sims. Yeah, I completely understand it, honestly. I gotta shower, be back in a bit. See you later. Who's you go for? Honestly, it depends on my mood. I think any of them are attractive enough to work. Except Germany, I didn't like his hair. I'm learning so much about Flash game dating sims. Not sure what to do with this info, but I got it. Play them. Play the Flash game dating sims. But Otome games are very nice, and those were like the easily accessible Otome games for me. But bless you. Thank you very much for blessing me. Or maybe should I thank God for God blessing me? Oh, it's Mako Fukasame, isn't it? Otome game streams sound like fun? I'm not sure. I feel like a visual novel could get boring fast, so I probably wouldn't want to do an excessively long one. Was this the plan to get us to play Flash game dating sims? It's almost working. Don't worry, I'll play them for you. You don't have to put yourself through it. I know a few really good original ones, honestly. I know that sounds a little crazy. A little bit. Find one that is hard and interactive. There's a lot of dating sims like that, honestly. I think the hardest one I've ever played was Love Rebel, which is also a very demoralizing one to play. It is entirely stats based, and that Newgrounds dating sim based on Evangelion Stream 1. Isn't that the really offensive one that might be a little dangerous to play on stream? But Love Revo is very demoralizing to play because you play as a fat girl losing weight to get the guy she likes, and throughout the entire game you are just being fat shamed. Like, even if you lose all the weight and become slim, they'll still call you fatty and make rude comments about it. That one I've heard about. It's something. That one was sad. It's definitely a little... It doesn't make you feel good. I wonder what the target audience was, because I feel like overweight girls would probably just get too bummed out to play it. It's surprisingly in depth too. There's like secret routes you can find, and that you can only get when you play through the game a few times. But the game was so hard, I could never even finish a route. It was ridiculous. I would meet all the requirements, I would see all the scenes, and then I'd still get the friend zone route. It wasn't fair. It's just so frustrating. Hold on. There's a few other ones. I can understand a little Japanese by ear, so I used to play the official Italia dating sim and just understand it entirely off of the voiced lines. But I wish it was just translated, because it's a little difficult, honestly. I mean, target audience is basically everyone, like especially now with grind culture, where if you are not beautiful, rich, and got ladies, you ain't worth whack. I don't know if, you know, side hustle culture is very prevalent in Japan, though. In Japan, there is sort of a grind culture, but it's more devote your all to your job. And I imagine an otome game would be marketed towards high school girls, and I'm not sure what the goal is there. Ah. There was also, I could never get it to work, but there's this boxing dating sim where you're sort of the assistant to a bunch of boxers, and you have to wipe down their sweat with a towel on the DS. I don't think is it popular now? I honestly had never... It was really obscure when I learned about it. Would you fall in love with a girl if she wiped off your sweat with a towel? Feels a little creepy. Depends. Oh well, it's just to show how cruel bullying is and how trying to meet societal expectations is never good enough. Well, maybe not popular, but at least a little infamous now. Maybe. It was really fun though, honestly. Especially in Japan with all their don't step out of line stuff. Yeah, I don't. If I had grown up in Japan, I would not have survived this long. I can barely handle American expectations. Good old America. That might just be because I'm a little sad, though. Aren't you glad I'm American then? So everything lined up perfectly and you can be here today watching and talking to me. Oh, it's 12, I gotta sleep, I'll just watch without sound. Ah, see ya, Adrian Cruz. I hope you heard that. See ya. Giving up on people's expectations, just do what I want to now. Y'all in the next one, see ya. Oh yeah, that reminds me, I don't think I'll be streaming tomorrow. Because I have to take my chinchillas to the vet. And I gotta watch them, you know? I'm worried about them. I'll probably be streaming Friday though. Ideally, at least. If I sleep too late, I might not though. But the ideal is every day, every weekday, and I get weekends to myself. And I'd like to stream earlier as well. It's nice to have some company to talk to. The rainy season's coming around here, so I've been sleepy a lot more. I think rainy days really come and go. It was really rainy a week or two ago, but now it's all sunny. I think I sleep in so long because I stay up so late playing Duck Life. I'm always pretty sleepy too. But whenever I get into bed, I can't sleep. I put on ASMR, I cue it all up, and I just can't. And I can't really sleep with just the silence because it makes me very nervous. I don't do well with white noise either. I'm so finicky, really. There we go. It's like balancing water levels for fish. ASMR helps block out the rest of the world. Yeah, ASMR is definitely nice. Just lately I've had trouble finding good ASMR. And a lot of the ones I used to trust ended up getting a little iffy in quality. There was the one I used to like, Angelica's ASMR, but she converted to Christianity and now all her ASMR has been weirdly related to that. And I don't know, sometimes I just don't like to hear preaching when I sleep. And then there's GB ASMR, who I used to really like her roleplays, but she's kind of shied away from that, and she doesn't really try experimental stuff anymore. All really basic stuff. Jesus Loves You ASMR, it's more like... The stuff she used to make was like... this kind of goofy improv stuff, and now it's stuff like... you know, like all the reasons you are going to hell ASMR, or like... you are Eve in the Garden of Eden, and it's... just really jarring. Because she used to be, all things considered, she used to be really left-leaning and kind of anti-religion. And she didn't bring that into her ASMR often. I just don't like like all these politics and identities and things getting brought into ASMR, and now he just makes lots and lots of videos on why leftists are evil, and you know, the water is poisoning our children and turning them into gay frogs or something, you know? If it's just reading the Bible, it could be pretty good, though. I think that would require an older dude to do super well. Yeah, I imagine. I've seen some really good reading ASMR on YouTube, but I find it tends to be very hit or miss for people. Just imagine you falling asleep at church. I think I'd fall asleep at church anyway because it's so long. Every time I've been to church, it just wasn't very fun because it's so long, and I feel like they're always just asking you to convert, but, you know, if they weren't converting, why would they be in a church? My great-grandfather's funeral was like that. It was a little screwed up, honestly. Because they barely talked about him, you know? He lived a full life, and you just want people to convert? Did you know that's why the bonnet was invented? What does that mean? For church going? Well, the gay frogs one doesn't sound so bad, but yeah, keep politics out of it. It was the same thing at my great-grandfather's funeral. That's really sad. I don't really have anything against religion, but I have not been... What just happened to my marriage? I have not been to a single good religious funeral. It's so sad. A single good religious funeral, you know? I feel like every time it stops being about the person and starts being about God. And I just don't think that's really right, honestly. I understand it's a church, but I feel like we should be remembering the person who died. The bonnet was invented to keep people at church from knowing you were snoozing during. Sounds silly. I don't like funerals, never feel right. I don't really understand funerals very well. Maybe it's because I've never had anyone super close to me die. Except my beloved pets. They do it because they believe that praising God will give the deceased a good afterlife? Really? I feel like the deceased... They would weigh the deceased's devotion to God, though, wouldn't they? It's just a little sad, and also they're always really, really, really long. I have all sorts of different Christians in my family, and I think by far the worst ones are probably evangelicals and Catholics, because whenever they have some kind of event hosted at one of their churches, they will make it as long as possible, and it is awful. Oh, so long. It's just... I don't want... If it's all stuff I've heard before, I don't know why I need to listen to it over and over for hours. But yes, I know God loves me. Yes, I know that God is all powerful and that I need to worry about him. Actually, somewhat enjoyed one Catholic funeral I went to. They seemed to focus more on the dude celebrating More on celebrating the dude rather than sitting there gloomy. Oh, evangelicals are definitely a handful. Funerals are definitely an odd thing. I don't want a funeral when I could just throw my body in the woods. You want it buried first or just thrown out there? I don't know about a funeral. And I don't really care about my body being preserved. I think I at least want some kind of object to memorialize me. Whether that be a gravestone or, you know, you press my ashes into a life-size statue of me and drop it in the middle of the desert. I want a Viking funeral with lots of beer and fire. Leave me in the desert and let the critters take care of the rest. I wonder if I would poison animals at this rate. Or turn my skeleton into a guitar like that one metal singer did to his uncle? That's horrifying. He will build you a 20-foot tall statue. Remember me! Never forget me. Funerals are an odd thing. I want to be sealed inside a dungeon with tons of treasure and traps, and for grave robbers to fear my wrath beyond death. Horrifying and very, very metal. Yeah, I'd say turning your uncle into a guitar is very metal. It feels... I hope his uncle was okay with that. Or maybe his uncle was a terrible person, so he deserved it. Like, if someone's uncle was an alcoholic wife beater, and he yelled at kids to get off his lawn, and, like, fought against, civil rights and things like that, I feel like, yeah, I guess you can make his skeleton into a guitar. I guess that's fine. His uncle agreed to it before his death. Well, I guess that's ethical. Become a Draugr in a Skyrim dungeon. I've never played Skyrim. Never ever, honestly. But I'm on the verge of finishing this game, and I really I will be so glad to finish it and never touch this game again. I am so tired of deck life, honestly. Oh no, I think I hear Todd approaching. It's a feature, you know? You played too much of it? I want to switch to a new game. Give me something new already. I think Skyrim is coming out on the Game & Watch soon. And you feel as if you are going to die, booby trap your house and leave a message that the kid who survives your traps gets the whole inheritance. You should have whichever kid dies, you should take their savings and add it to the pool. Here's the stakes. Okay, let's... Come on. Ah! Come on, come on. We need some high stakes inheritance. No. Come on, just please. Just please. I need this. And... Yes! Jeremy has experienced the sunk cost fallacy. I have done it. Amazing. I hope that's all the achievements, isn't it? I am. Thank you very much for being here. I want to go to bed. I really want to go to bed. Alright, thank you, and good night. Okay, good night, Solace, good night, Slow Rat, good night, Standardized Watermelon, good night, Deja Vu Drift, good night, Arid Legion, good night, Bob the Jester, good night, Bob the Jester, thank you for coming. Hope all of you have your crazy funerals. Ah, hello, Lutuna. Welcome to the stream, and also goodbye. Good night, Shalagra. I am not a nerd. Look at me. Do I look like a nerd? I just beat Duck Life 3. Good night. Ah, you have your own emotes? Ah. Good night.